All right, so the very first thing you'll do is, after you choose your paper, which paper you want to do, you will draw a line that shows where your vanishing, or a dot that shows where your vanishing point will go. So my vanishing point, this is my example here, went right in. So if I cut my paper, I'm going to just fold my paper in half so you can see exactly where that vanishing point was put. The halfway point is the bottom of my room. So I want my vanishing point to be a little bit above that halfway point. Okay, so I'm going to put it there. And then I'm going to draw my room, the back of my room. That's the very first thing I'm going to draw. So I'm going to put my ruler about halfway my paper and make sure that it's parallel to the top and the bottom as much as you can. And this is really, there's no rhyme or reason to how big your room should be. So you'll draw the bottom of your room, the top of your room. Okay, and then make sure that the sides of your room are parallel to the sides of your paper. You can see I didn't go all the way to the edge of the lines that I drew. Just going to make sure that that looks parallel to my sides of my paper. And I'm just going to go ahead and erase the lines I don't need. So you should not be pushing very hard with your pencil. All right, so let's draw the corners of our rooms now. So what we're going to do is line up our ruler with the vanishing point and the corner of our box here and draw a line. So there's one side of our room, and then we'll do the same thing, line it up with the vanishing point and the corner of our box and draw a line all the way off the edge of the paper. So this is our floor and this is our ceiling. Okay, so the same thing, vanishing point to our corner of our box, draw a line, and then same vanishing point to the corner of the box and draw a line. So we have now created a floor, two walls, and a ceiling up here. So the next thing we're going to do is create a door, okay, because we need a way to get out of our art gallery. So to the right of the vanishing point, you'll draw a line and draw another line. Basically, we're just making another box. Okay, so that is our door frame. And then inside, we need a wall. So that the wall will actually, because the back of this wall basically starts at this corner, so we are going to actually line up our line with this line that we drew before and draw a line like that, because that wall is basically just continuing. And then we'll draw a back wall in this room and a back wall. So again, anytime I'm drawing lines that are not connected to the vanishing point, it's either parallel to this side or parallel to this side. Okay, so we have a little door that has a cutout that we can see through. Now let's just draw a door frame real quick. Because there's never really a door that doesn't have a door frame. And then door frames are they have depth to them. So we're going to draw a little bit of depth to our door frame. And what that means, I just lined up my ruler to the corner of the door frame and I drew a tiny little line there. And then I'm going to just draw in. Okay. So my door frame looks 3D now. All right. And then we don't see any part of that 3D on this side because it's hidden by the door. Okay. So we have a door. Now we need a bench so we can sit and look at the artwork. I'm going to actually make this bench be right in the middle so that you can sit on both sides. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to, you know what, I'm actually going to put the back of the bench and the front of the bench. Mark out where those will go before I draw in my lines. Okay, so again, I'm just lining it up at the vanishing point, and then the corner of the bench, and then I'll make those lines nice and straight with my ruler. Okay, so that's the top of our bench. And then we need to give our bench some depth, okay, because benches have depth. And then our bench needs some feet. So I'm going to give it some feet. I'm actually going to just kind of sketch in where I want those, and then I'll use the ruler to make it straight. And then we'll definitely need to give these some depth as well, because right now we are only seeing the front of them. We need to see the sides of them as well. So the way that we do that is we match up our ruler to the vanishing point, and we just draw a little line. And the same with the other one, little line. And then we're going to do a parallel line to show the back. All right, so that is our bench, so we can sit and enjoy the artwork on the walls. Right, so this, we're gonna make this little box here so we can put a statue on that box. All right, so the first thing that you'll do is starting at the edge of your corner here, you'll draw a straight line across. And then bring your ruler down, keep it parallel to, oh, you know what, we need to draw it so that it's underneath the vanishing point. Okay, so draw your line. This is the back, and this will be the front edge. Okay. And then match up your that doesn't look right. I'm gonna actually just do this. So this is the back. And this is the front of that box. Okay. And then we'll draw in our we draw the bottom, it's parallel, and then this will be perpendicular, and then this edge has to line up with the vanishing point. Okay. So then we can erase everything that is inside that box. And then there's a display case for a statue of some kind. All right. And then we will draw, I'm just going to draw in the shape of my picture that will be back here on this wall. And then I'll put in nice straight lines. And then we'll draw in the edges of the picture that we'll have on this wall. And it might go off the page just a bit. That's okay. And then all vertical lines have to be vertical. Okay? They have to be up and down, like straight up and down, or else it will look weird. All right, and then on this wall, we're going to have paintings that go the entire length of the wall. So I will mark out the top where I want my paintings to be on the top and on the bottom here. Okay, and then I'll mark out the edges of my paintings. So when we draw in these famous artworks, we're going to have to draw them in perspective. So just keep that in mind as you are thinking about what artworks you're going to display in your gallery. So that is the tutorial for how to draw a gallery in one-point perspective. If you want, you can add details to your ground, whatever you want. All right, and again, you do not have to follow this tutorial. You can create your own picture if you want, but this is just for those who need the extra help. You can follow along with me and draw a gallery in one-point perspective. Thanks. Good luck.